Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been having a good past week. This was actually filmed prior to Japan. It was a night out with a couple of my friends in the city and I filmed myself getting ready. So I thought I'll show you guys. Here I am just applying my Maybelline Age Rewind primer. So as you can tell from my face being a lot paler than my body, I was using the Model Co Gradual Tan leading up to this. So I decided to use my mum's foundation today and it was the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Punjab. And it's recommended you use your hands to apply it because the warmth is meant to blend it better, so that's why I did that. And then to make sure it was all blended perfectly, I used my Real Techniques foundation brush. Now moving on to my concealer, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade Light 10 and I'm putting this all over my eyelids and my under eyes. And then I also put it on some blemishes that were around my mouth and down the bridge of my nose and on my forehead because for some reason the coverage of this foundation just wasn't that good today, so I was just trying to build it up a little bit and reduce the redness. Next, I used the darker shade in my Australis AC on Tour contour kit. If you're hesitant using this color because you're quite pale, it's actually better than the lighter one because it's a lot more cool toned, so I really suggest that. I just put that underneath my cheekbones, around my jawline and around my face. To cover the blue tones under my eyes a little bit more, I just used the light pink shade in the same cream contouring kit and used my fingers to apply it under there. To set the many layers of liquid on my face at this point, I just used my Face of Australia translucent loose powder and I used my Napoleon Perdis foundation brush just to pat that all on. Now moving on to blush. This is such a tongue twister, but I used the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek blush in the shade, I can't speak, Aphrodisiac. To contour my face even further, I used the Too Faced Chocolate Matte Bronzer in the shade Medium Deep and I used my Real Techniques contour brush. I find that this combination works really well and by itself it's actually a really nice natural contour. Now moving on to highlighter, I used the Balm Mary Lou Luminizer and I accidentally stabbed myself in the eye when I put it in my inner corners. After that I moved on to my brow bone and my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose and my cupid's bow. A lot of you guys may think this is a bit over the top, but personally if I'm going out in the city, highlighter is just one thing I really like making it very dramatic and pretty. Now moving on to my eyebrows, I have to admit I don't really like the look of them here and it's because since I've come back from Japan I've changed the shape of my eyebrows a bit just from plucking them differently, so I'm not really used to this here, but basically, I used the Chi Chi Brow Pomade in the shade Black Brown to fill them in, and I used my Kit Slanted Eyeliner Brush to do so. And then to set them, I used my Model Co More Brows in the shade Black Brown. Moving on to eyeshadow, as most of you guys would know, I like to keep it very simple. I usually use about 2 to 3 eyeshadows in each look. I was only using my Naked 2 palette today, so first of all, right now I'm using the shade Tease. It's a cool brown taupey shade, and I'm using my Napoleon Perdis brush to just blend that into my crease, and then I used the brush that comes in the Naked 2 palette and I put that on my lash line. I find that it makes a makeup look way more kind of sexy and sultry when I do that. Now for the main color on my lid, I used the shade Suspect, which is a cool toned grey, a dark grey. It's actually really nice, and I use my fingers to apply this as it's much more pigmented that way. So moving on to pencil eyeliner, I first used the CoverGirl Ink It eyeliner and it just wasn't working well, so then I moved on to the Rimmel Scandalize eyeliner, which worked a little bit better, but I do end up touching it up later with another eyeliner. Now for liquid eyeliner, I used the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing liquid eyeliner. Today was just not the day because it was just running out. I guess I did have it for ages, but I hadn't used it in a while, so I didn't realize. So as you can tell, it just sort of drags more and more, and it was just a difficult struggle, and some of the little fiber things at the end were facing in different directions, and it's just a mess, as you can tell, but it turned out alright by the end. Annoyingly though, as soon as I got on the train on the way to the city, my eyes were watering and I looked in my phone camera and one wing was completely gone, so I literally had to like somehow get rid of the other wing on the train, and it was just such a struggle. My current mascara that I'm using is the Estee Lauder Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara. So I just applied that all over my top lashes and my bottom lashes. I really do wish I wore false eyelashes this day because I feel like the look would have just come together even better, but I had a pair and I lost them, so I haven't gotten a new one since. Time for some quick touch-ups. I touched up my inner corner highlight, and to make my eyeliner look a little bit neater, I used the shade Foxy from the Naked 2 palette, which is my exact skin tone, and I just used that underneath the eyeliner so it would look a little bit neater. I have a feeling I was feeling self-conscious about my under eyes this night because this is a lot of product I'm putting in one area, but next I used the lightest pink shade in my Models Prefer contour kit, and I feel like this blurred everything a little bit more. I'm watching it right now and I'm like, I kind of get why I did that. To line my lips, I used my Rimmel 1000 Kisses lip liner in the shade Natural. I sometimes wear this on days where I just want to wear clear lip gloss, and it's actually my exact lip color. It's so weird. Now for lipstick, I am using the Colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Beeper. This is my favorite shade by Colourpop that I own so far. If you're interested in seeing a review of these on my channel, I have 2 Colourpop reviews so far and I try them out on camera, and I'm just obsessed with these. I feel like the formula is just amazing. As I said before, I wanted to touch my pencil eyeliner up even further just to deepen my eyes, so I used the Maybelline Master Kohl pencil eyeliner in black, and I just love this thing. I feel like it's the best one I've ever tried. So usually I forget to show you my hair related stuff on camera, so I thought I would do it this time. If you guys enjoy hair related stuff, let me know in the comments and I'll do it in the future. The ends of my hair were feeling pretty dry, so I used the Garnier Fructis Malicious oil, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's basically a very thin light oil that you can apply to dry hair, and it just makes your hair so much more shinier and hydrated. To add some volume to my hair, I sprayed in the Garnier Fructis Full and Luscious Volume Booster Texturizing Spray in Ultra Strong, and I just wiggled my hands about and added some volume, and I love this stuff. Yes, these are super cringy and awkward to watch, I totally get it, but this is my finished makeup and hair, and if you're interested in seeing what my outfit looks like, keep watching. So my leotard and my skirt are both from Factory, my choker and my handbag are both from Colette, and my shoes are from Kmart. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!